What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Ken of Rage here again. Tonight, we're going to talk about a couple of games that I'm real excited to talk about. First off, we're going to talk about Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. For the first, let me backtrack. Spider-Man has had a lot of games, and a lot of games have stunk. I can remember, basically, if it's a movie game, it pretty much sucks, at least in my opinion. So, I mean, it might be some people out there that love the movie games, but for me, it just didn't translate. I never felt like I was Spider-Man until I picked up Web of Shadows, I'm mumbling, which, in my opinion, is a good game. The only issue, there are some issues with the game. The first and foremost, voice acting is horrendous. Graphically, it's okay. It's not the best looking game out there, but for what it is, it looks good. And if you, like I said, if you can get past the horrible voice acting, then definitely pick this one up. I think I got this one at GameStop for $12.99. So it's definitely if you can find it in your bargain bin, pick it up. But like I said, I'm trying to think of some more. I do remember. Let's see. Spider-Man for the Dreamcast, which actually was a good game. And I guess the whole thing is, if it's based on a movie, it pretty much blows, in my opinion. But back to what we're talking about tonight, Shattered Dimensions. When I first saw the trailer for this game, didn't know what to really expect. 4 different Spider-Mans, 4 different universes. Okay. Overall, there's still Spider-Man, so it's going to play the same. But honestly, each Spider-Man plays differently, and I truly have to say this is one, if not the best Spider-Man games that's out there today. So if you have a chance, definitely pick this one up. Like I said, if you got GameFly, put it in your queue. If you're doing a blockbuster, pick it up, give it a rental, for sure. Things that I like about it, graphically, it looks amazing. Voice acting is top notch. I think what I really like about it, if you remember the old Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the guy who provided the voice for Spider-Man / Peter Parker, and who also did the voice of Bumblebee in the original Transformer Generation 1 cartoon, they actually got him back to provide the voice, but he's not doing Amazing Spider-Man. He's actually doing Spider-Man 2099, which is real cool. Like I said, the voice acting is real cool, and each Spider-Man plays completely different from the other Spider-Man. So each one has their own unique abilities, which I like. If I had to choose a favorite, I think it's kind of hard. I have to go with Noir Spider-Man, which is that one right there, because it feels like I'm playing a Metal Gear Solid game, or Metal Gear Solid when I'm playing as him, because his thing is a lot more stealthy, and you're doing a lot of sneaking. I mean, you still use your web suit shooters and all that, but I like that aspect from it, versus 2099, for instance. It's a lot of just because it's a futuristic city, you're constantly going and flying, for lack of a better word, zooming through the city. I hadn't got a chance to use Ultimate Spider-Man yet, which is basically Spider-Man in the black costume, but I have played as Amazing Spider-Man, which is your tried and traditional Spotty here, but I haven't got a chance to play as Ultimate yet, so I'm definitely looking forward to see what type of abilities he has versus the other guys. And the cool thing about it is, when you're playing the game, you get power-ups or you find different things, and at the end, well, you don't even have to wait till the end. You can pause the game, and you can actually level up your different attacks, so that's cool. So you can make your attacks powerful. And they have this thing, if you play God of War, they do this thing where you're doing a boss battle. In the midst of the boss battle, it'll actually switch to a first-person point of view, and you'll start, you'll duke it out, and that's real cool. Didn't expect that, but real cool game. So I definitely recommend picking this one up. Trying to think what else I'd like to say. I think that's it for now for about this game. The next game I want to talk about, Naruto Ultimate Storm 2. Definitely, if you like a good fighter and a story behind it, definitely pick this up. The only thing is, I would say, and I love the game, don't get me wrong, I went out and got it. It's not a very long game, but it's a fighter, so what fighter really is. But it kind of makes up for all the stuff you can do online and the unlockables. But I would say you can truly beat this 5 to 6, maybe 8 hours, and maybe not even that, because it's a straight through with some quests here and there, and it follows the anime / manga faithfully. Of course, for video game purposes, a lot of stuff has been changed or rewritten for game purposes, but overall, it looks great. It plays fantastic. Definitely a big improvement over a couple of years ago. This entry, which once again, I still play this to today. The only thing that I always hated about Ultimate Storm was you couldn't play online. And that was one of the things that, even though this year was the first year that Ultimate Storm 2, or the Ultimate Storm series, was introduced on the Xbox 360, because they actually have their version of Ultimate Storm 2 also. Normally they went with, Rise of a Ninja and The Broken Bond, which in their own right are great games. It basically, if you can find these games, I recommend picking these up, because these are really, really good games, really in depth. The fighting engine is unique to the 360, so you actually have to do the hand signs, which is, they found a unique way of doing this, especially in the midst of the battle. It's really great. I actually beat this one. I mean, it's fantastic. This bad boy, I hate to say it, I still have not beaten this one yet. Mainly because my controllers is kind of messed up for years of, hard. 360 controllers, unfortunately, are not made for fighters. I think they're definitely made for first-person shooters, and I kind of messed up, and on some of those levels, it requires you to run up walls, run across, jump across, and when your controllers are not precise, you kind of hit the wall, or you miss what you're trying to jump to. And this particular mission, what I'm trying to complete, is a time-based mission, so that's what sucks about that. So I never beat Rise of a Ninja, so hopefully one day I'll definitely make up for that and beat that. But overall, it's a great fighter. I definitely recommend picking up either one of these games. Alright, YouTube. And on that note, I think I'm going to call it a night, and I will see you next time. Peace.